What is up, guys? Welcome everyone to a new gold making video. So today we are on the War Within expansion with a fully geared character on max level, and we are farming current content today. So I basically wanted to try this farm that has been going for a while now, and War Within has been released a few months ago. So I was expecting this to drop massively on price, but I wanted to check to see if it's any worth or if it's already completely devalued, right? Like the items and the loot, right? And overall, so far from what I'm seeing, is quite interesting because as you see on my add-on here on my loot appraiser reloaded, I am doing more or less about 50k gold in just about 17, well, almost 80 minutes. So basically, that's about 40, a bit more, 45k per hour. Just keep in mind that I got a really nice group because I've been checking the gear of these guys, and these guys are really crazy, like super well geared. But basically, yeah, like all you need to do is you need to come to Hallowfall here on Castalgar. So as I said, this is on the War Within. You'll need expansion, and you have to come specifically to this area, to this beach. And once you are here, you usually see people in here. Okay, you'll usually see some group farming, and then you can basically, just come here and just ask them, right? Like, can I join? Something like that in the chat. And also what you can do if you don't see anybody, you just can do the group yourself, right? So in order to do this group, we need to have a monk, which is the one that puts the statue that basically takes the aggro of all the enemies as soon as they get close. So you'll need a monk for that. That's the the most efficient way. It's not fully needed. Like, you can do it. You can do this farm without a monk, but it will be way worse, right, in terms of gold per hour. So I really recommend you to find a monk, but you don't really need to be the monk to start the group. I usually sometimes start it as a druid, and it's fine. Usually you'll get some monk every once in a while on the group finder, right? So if you want to make a group for this farm, all you need to do is you need to click here on the group finder at the bottom right, this green eye, and you'll need to click on custom and start a group, and you'll basically need to write something like cloth beach farm TWW, right, which is the War Within, or something similar to that. What I also recommend you to do is you can put 2x4, because basically the reason these type of groups are called 2x4 is simply because they usually use two groups, right? Because basically if you put two groups of 4 people, the loot is shared between all of those players, so it's not like you're basically not gonna see any grey mobs, right? Grey mobs as if someone has hit them already and you cannot loot them anymore, right? So yeah, as of now you can see we get a huge variety of items here. We get a lot of grey items that they are quite good as well, because you're gonna realize that you just sell them on the vendor, and this is also some raw gold. So I have been farming for about as you can see 20 minutes, and I got quite a few of them. Pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. Then if we look the items that are materials, we get some weaver cloth, we get some duskwave. It's quite important though for this farm that you get the correct profession. You need to have tailoring from the War Within expansion, and you need to have some decent points on textiles fabric, which is one of the main specialities of the War Within tailoring. And then you need to add a few points to dusk and wave, because those are the super specializations that are gonna give you these type of items, right? So yeah, and then you also get if you have inscription, which I really recommend you. Now for inscription, you don't need to do absolutely anything special. Like all you need to do is just take it, as simple as that. You don't need you don't need to have any points on it. However, if you do have some extra points, you'll basically get some more of these cards, which is not too bad, but it's not really the main goal of this farm, so it's kind of whatever. I just have it on like level 1 and it's fine for me. And yeah, so basically you get all these cards, you can sell them on the auction house, they sell really well. Then you'll get some of these materials, some of these clothes, which some of them go quite expensive on the auction house, so you can sell all of those on the auction house as well. And then you'll get some blue and green items. Now, what many people don't know about to begin with is that when people are selling these items, right? These BOE items that you get, people just usually only look at the item level, right? And this is a huge mistake, because I'll tell you one thing: if you find one of these, for example, this one, 564, right? Some of these, every once in a while, maybe once out of 10 or once out of 20, you'll get some of these with speed, right? And people that are building speed sets to farm all their content, they really need to buy this, right? So basically, any of these items that you get on 564, even it even works on items that are 558 and 561, but it's better for 564, right? Because they are like the highest that you can get as of now in here, right? So if they get the speed, they're super valuable. Many people don't know about this and post them for the same price, but that doesn't mean that you have to do the same as they do, right? You can post it for a much higher price. So basically, on average, these ones are going on the auction house for about, let's say, 500, 1000. Depends, some of them, but somewhere around that. Some amulets and so on and stuff like that is going a bit more expensive. It's going like about 3k, 5k, depending. But if you get the speed on any of these, you can instead just sell it for like 10k, 15k, and they're usually gonna sell. They're usually gonna sell. And it doesn't also, like, it doesn't have to be just a speed. It can be a few things. For example, there are some that have some leads, which basically means that you heal a portion of the damage you do with your spells, which is really good, and some people also like to buy that one. Then there is also to consider avoidance, because avoidance allows you to dodge some of the damage that you get from the mobs. So that's very valuable in a way, but overall the best ones will be speed by far, and then also the leech version, because I think it's really overpowered, especially with this type of characters like a druid, which you are constantly making massive AoE damage, right? And you are constantly hitting multiple mobs. Then the amount of HP that you heal out of the damage you do, then it gets really, really good, right? And then you also get some currency, which, to be honest, is not too bad, because we are about 24 minutes and we are doing almost 1k and a half. So that basically means that we will be doing about 3k on an hour or a bit more of raw gold. Then, as I said, it depends a lot of the groups. Sometimes you'll get better groups, sometimes you'll get worse. And yeah, and all you have to do basically, as you see, is you just pull them off. You just pull them close to the monk statue, wherever, like, there's like the main group of people here. And that's pretty much it. Doesn't have any complicated setup. The best thing about this is that you'll usually find a lot of people here, whether it's on the group finder. If you click on find a group here, you just write cloth in here, and you'll usually find many groups. I'm not sure exactly why it's not letting me find one right now. Probably because, okay, there, yeah. So you can see there's a lot of groups. There's like close to 2x4. So all of these are usually on this spot, because it's the best spot for clothes right now. And what I really recommend you also to do is don't even bother trying to join any of these groups that have basically already for people. So you can see this one has like 1 tank and 3 DPS. There's really no point, because people are not gonna add you, because if they add like a 5 person, then they are gonna start getting some grey mobs on the like that they are not gonna be able to loot anymore, right? So they keep it on 4 and they just do 2 groups of 4. So basically you wanna do this with groups that are 1 and 2, because those are usually missing only 1 guy, right? And then those are really, really good, right? Then another advice I can probably give you is, if you find groups that have the War Mode on, just try to join those, because basically as of now there's not really that much competition in terms of alliance. This is fully controlled by the Horde, mostly because the people that are farming this type of farms, they usually are Horde for whatever reason. I guess we'll never know, but they usually are. So basically, if you come to join a group in here as an alliance, it's gonna be way, way worse. And it's literally like, by each group of the alliance that you find, you're gonna find about 3 of the Horde, right? So basically, if you don't have a Horde and you plan to do this type of contents, it's worth to consider doing one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So quite simple farm, super good right now. Keep in mind that all these materials are current content, so they are gonna absolutely fly off the auction house. You can see this one, for example, is just going crazy. The sell rate of this is 0.8, which, by the way, is the first time I ever see a 0.8. I just looked at it and never seen it. So that basically means that about 80% of the listings on the auction house, they sell on the same day, which is absolutely crazy, right? Like everything is gonna sell super quick. So yeah, that's pretty much the farm. I hope you found this video useful. If you wanna see more videos like this, please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more content. So I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.